yeah.
My name is Chantell Jolly. I am a returning missionary. I was serving on board the Logos Hope for the past 2 years and 8 months. The reason I decided to serve with the Logos Hope book ship is that at the time I felt as though this is what the Lord was calling me into. The ship was in Jamaica. I visited a couple of times and I really felt as though I've always wanted to go on board. And I felt like this was the season for it. So I spoke to pastors about it and they were okay with it and things just started to fall into place. How did I serve on the ship? Well, when I started on board, I started in the book fair, which is the library, and this is where visitors come. And I served there for just about 6 months or a little bit less, and then I went into the role of travel coordinator, which is booking flights for people coming to the ship, leaving the ship, and just arranging transportation in the countries that we visit. I did that for a year and 6 months. And then for the last 8 months, I served as HR admin. Some of my favorite moments on board, definitely the community. The fact that worship is so constant that you can walk out your cabin and somebody's in the hallway playing a guitar, singing, like. There's always worship, there's this atmosphere of worship. The fact that I got to experience different cultures, not only on board, but also in the countries that we visited. To live with these people and experience their way of doing things, how they worship. That's definitely a highlight. Another favorite is the last batch of cabin mates I had. One person was from South Africa, one person from Korea, and another person from France, and I felt as though we're all from the Caribbean. It was really good. Challenging moments during my time. Food. Yeah, okay. The community. It took me a while to adjust, probably a year, because it's 60 different cultures. Or yeah, so it's figuring that out and trying to be respectful. Also finding different ministry opportunities initially, because I'm not very naturally outgoing. Some people might disagree with that, but just finding my space and how to share, like my story or share with people. And especially because we were in Spanish-speaking territory for the first year and a half, I believe. So it's trying to figure that out. Another struggle would be missing home, missing church. The fact that on board we do things a little bit different. At TLC we're a bit loud and we jump and we dance. And then outside that environment, I'm in a totally different environment where certain things aren't allowed because you have to respect the different cultures. But yeah. So a particular problem that I had on board and how we resolved that problem was with my cabin mate from Korea, which I love so much now. But before it was very difficult to live with her because we didn't see each other much. When I started on board for probably like the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we didn't see each other much. So eventually we introduced ourselves, and just her way of doing things was just a little bit different. You know, for us Jamaicans, we're kind of neat and tidy and a little bit excessive with the cleaning and stuff like those. And she wasn't like that. So different things would bother me and I would leave notes. So we had this small whiteboard on the bathroom door in the cabin. So I'd leave notes for her because I wasn't seeing her often. So I'd be like, hey, can you ensure that you don't leave your socks on the floor? Thanks, Chantell. And one day I was getting ready and she said, Chantell, you know, I don't like when you leave notes for me. I find them to be very disrespectful. And I'm like, Jesus, what is this? I just communicating. I just saying, okay, then please don't leave your socks or whatever here. And then we sat down, we discussed it, and then we agreed that going forward I wouldn't leave notes, and this is how I'd communicate to her. And then I shared that based on my culture, if there is something wrong, automatically we need to address it. If we're upset, we need to get it off our chest or whatever. So I explained that process to her and said it to her that whenever I share, I'm sharing out of love. And the only reason why I'm asking you to pick up is because I want us to be able to live well together. So problem got solved. We live happily ever after for the most part. But yeah. My initial commitment was for 2 years. At the end of that 2 years, which would have been 2020 February, when we're coming close to that, I felt as though it wasn't time to leave. And so I went to the Lord about this, and I decided to extend for a year. So my commitment is supposed to end, or was supposed to end in February 2021. Highlights or miracle from the people that we serve. I think it's a miracle to be able to live together, 400 people from 60 different nationalities. I think that in itself is a major miracle. And somehow it works. Definitely Jesus, that we live together and live together well. So that is a miracle. I believe in Latin America, just going downstairs to share with the people that visit. I remember this lady was there one day, and you know, like you get this burden to talk to somebody or to pray for them. I had that burden, and so I went over to her. This lady don't speak no English, and Chantell don't speak no Spanish. And Chantell decided to pray for this lady, and we both just ended up crying. Like we were just bawling, and we hugged and stuff. It's almost like I was praying for her, and she was understanding what I was saying, and I don't know. I don't know what I was saying to her, like, yeah, but for me that was a major, major miracle. And that is something that I'd asked TLC to pray for initially. The fact that I was struggling with learning Spanish and just getting out of my comfort zone. And after having that encounter, you know, it kind of boosts your confidence to go out a little bit more and to share a little bit more. So that was definitely a miracle. Highlight would definitely be our worship nights, or just dancing, going on deck 9 and dancing outside. You know, just having fun in whatever way we could at the time. There's no TV, so yeah. Advice I'd give to someone that is wanting to branch out into ministry. Oh, now wait, pan. Go on. You end up growing so much from it. Like it develops your character, and definitely build your faith in Jesus. And there are people out there waiting. There are people that don't know the name of Jesus. Like they're waiting to hear, and these people welcome you like crazy. Like they're just waiting for you to come to them. So my suggestion is pack up your bag and go on. What I would like to say to my TLC family is thank you. Thank you so much for the support. I definitely feel as though TLC, I don't know, you guys have the concept for mission. The fact that, yes, you're sending somebody out, but you're not sending them to suffer, kind of a thing. You take care of them. So for me personally, I never lack nothing. Every single thing. Like, even now, I still have stuff that TLC sent to me on board, hair products and different stuff. Guys, I'm so appreciative for all the love and the prayers and the small calls when I'm feeling down, just to make me laugh. I am super, super grateful. Big up my nice, clean pastors, and Jody K, and Claudine, and Pastor Marsha.